assuming that we're stuck in at least on this current pendulum swing for a while, that free speech will be harder and harder to find a home for. What is the guidance? Like, how do we balance someone's need to compulsively spam like N-word towers or just the N-word itself, or like pick, ASCII art of Hitler and swastikas? Like, I get and they're funny. Like, I laugh because it's funny when that pops up, but like there is a point where it's not communication, and you're trying to make a place where, like I said, and this is me self-servingly trying to figure out a way to moderate my Discord in some way, because like there's too many anime posts or whatever. It's like I get that it's funny, but you're trying to facilitate a place where people can communicate without the fear of being silenced. And that is always sacrificed on the altar of that one guy who just really needs to say ninja a whole bunch, right? Like, so how does that get moderated? What is it? Because the moment you take action and even slow down the ninjas to 1 per 10 minutes, you're now the government censoring people. So what's the medium? How do we fix it?
I tried to post a picture of the Among Us guy with the penis ASCII, but it got all messed up in your chat.
Motherfucker.
Okay, that's what got me on my tangent, is that you have to like strike a balance, because I was saying that you have to try and find a balance in letting people say what they want to say and also keeping things on track. So like with the DSP people, there are times when I feel that the prevailing winds and the threat are wrong, and they need to be balanced with a perspective that's not often seen. So I will go in and I will yell at people, and mods will get mad at me because I'm the one derailing the thread, but I feel it needs to be done. But sometimes it'll be someone else joins the thread and says something that is very against the winds, and I feel that it's necessary to try and protect that and let people say what they want to say, but wrap it up. Get it out there. If you know that you're walking into enemy territory and what you're about to say is going to be very unpopular, get it out, but don't overstay your welcome. And if it is something that's going to go on for many pages, I'm trying something new. I made a new board for that I call the mass debates, and it's in the off-topic area. So anytime a thread is derailed, I'll ask the mods that when I clean it up, take those posts that are off topic and then make a thread, split them out to a new thread in the mass debates board, so that they can have that conversation and it's not mitigated, but it doesn't, the thread doesn't become about them as a consequence. Right. So it's something that is it's a very human thing to moderate, and that's always the most complicated. It can't be litigated with a bully and this is against the rules, this is not against the rules. It's a feeling. It's like when are things appropriate, when are they not appropriate? That's something that only a human mind can really differentiate.
The thing that we get, so that sounds similar to an answer that came up in the chat from Crunculus. He said, honestly, it's threads. You can say this here, you can't say this here. And then, people just kind of go into whatever. And in my Discord, and it's probably because I've said this over and over, my Discord is terrible. Like, you think like the derailing chats and stuff on the forums, like my Discord is not a doxing Discord or whatever that it's accused of being. I don't think I'm not aware of it. And I'm pretty sure that's all just fabricated. But what my Discord is cancerous, because despite there being very clearly like labeled threads for specific activities, because Discord is horrible, but you can post a bunch of horrific stuff in Discord so long as it's in like 18 plus threads and stuff like that, because they have their own like verification for accounts. And they don't want kids to stumble across something that they shouldn't see, right?
Well, so the FBI disagrees with that assessment of Discord, because they're in quite a bit of trouble right now.
Oh, good. But if the FBI takes Discord down, I don't want them banned, but my God, it'll be so much easier to live my life without having a Discord ever again. Like
there was a thing that Discord published recently where they said something like 80% of all their bans on Discord were related to the dissemination of child pornography.
Holy shit.
And you think about how many people get banned on Discord that you know about, and you think like 5 times that is related to child porn. You're like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Well, Discord's someone asked me about Discord once. I said it's a company run by furries and pedophiles, like legitimately furries and pedophiles. It's
funded by the Communist Party of China because they don't give a fuck how it's ran, but they're going to take all that data and they're going to slurp it up and run it through their machine learning protocols to figure out where the weaknesses in the West are.
Right. But so getting back to the point, though, is like we have all these forums. Like if you want to talk about anime, talk about it in here. If you want to post anime pornography or whatever, you post it in the anime pornography thread, like so that it's not shitting up everywhere else. And without fail, there will be like a coalition of spurgs who just have to post it all somewhere else to like test the rule or push the rule. And then when they get like timed out or whatever by the mods who are like, this isn't supposed to be in here, they get fucking angry and like everybody's always mad. And I'm like, why are you like this? Like, what more do you need? What, my brother in Christ?
Yeah.
How many anime pornography threads can I give you? Like, what do you need? Do you just need one more for Futa? Like, what do you need?
I'll give you some brief things. Number one, no, if you just completely ban porn, like porn is a topic, it solves a lot. People complain about pornography being free speech or whatever, but it's like, this is not a porn site. There are literally.
But see, I agree that can be done. Like Locals, for example, Locals does not allow any pornography at all on the website. And I think it's a lot related to their position being able to be on the App Store. I think that's a big part of it. But Locals will just, even though Twitter is full pornography on Twitter and they're allowed on the App Store, but I digress. And so like, I'm fine with that, except the same problem will still arise. If you're like, by the way, there's no porn, and people will just post it in the regular thing, and then that puts the entire Discord at risk, like because they just have a compulsive need to post pornography.
I mean, I think the issue is it might be a little bit too lenient. Speech. Well, when you have like this mindset, like I'm going to be super libertarian about this, like you end up becoming a victim to other people, and those people just don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your Discord. They don't give a fuck about your community. You have to recognize that some people are just malicious, and what they deserve like the opportunity to participate in your community. But your Discord community is not going to be the entirety of the open, the open. What do you call it? The open platform, the town square where everyone can speak. It's just a smart part of it. Yeah, and it's like you can't accommodate absolutely everybody all the time. You have to say like this is a safer workplace where we're going to talk about things and people can say what they want. But if you want to go jerk off, there's literally, and this is uniquely a Discord thing, by the way, that people are obsessed.
Authoritarian Janny jerks. This is why you're the Janny of the internet. Here you are. We're just going to ban this topic that you want to engage in.
Yeah, porn.
Because I'm Stalin.
You can go to Google, type in Big Booba, and you will see 2 billion Big Booba. Okay, this is not a complicated thing. It's not like there's an absence of safe places to acquire pornography on the internet. You can't get away from it. You go to 4chan, and even on the safer work boards, everyone's like, "How does this woman farting benefit me financially?" And it's like, no, okay, this is stupid. But it is uniquely a Discord thing. The people on Discord are retarded, and they are obsessed with that. It doesn't matter. I have a secret Discord. Nobody would ever know what my Discord's called. It is only used for like a couple programming channels and a video game thing. And I don't talk to people on it. But
he's lying. It's full of food and pornography. I've been in it for 2 years now.
Every time I join like a thing, there's almost always like a porn thing, and it's like, why does this need a dedicated porn thing on it? Even with, I talked about this with Flamenco's channel. Flamenco's channel list leaked, and he had like 5 different Discord channels for pornography for different categories, and it's like, this is excessive. Even if you want to allow not safe for work, it's excessive. And you can just tell like the coomers that post and share porn together get upset when like weird shit gets posted. So they have to keep splitting the hair. And it's like, no, dumb. Easiest thing you could do is just say, this is a safe for work Discord. And if you want to post not safe for work, it has to be spoilered or whatever the fuck. And that's what it is on the forum. If you post porn, it has to be spoilered and it has to be relevant to the topic. And that has worked for us.
With Discord, you can't do the spoilered thing because that put
Yeah,
again.
it has to be 18 plus.
Yeah, that's
when I
within
had the
rules.
Sneed cord. I'll tell you how I ran the Sneed cord and why the Sneed cord was the best Discord that has ever existed or will ever exist, because now Discord is getting shittier and shittier, so I can be confident in saying this.
So how quickly was the Sneed cord banned from Discord?
It took like a year. It stayed around for a while. It took a literal Janny tranny to sit in our Sneed cord and record the chat with a video and send it into the furry pedos to get it banned. So here's what I did. You ready? 2 channels, message history of 200 messages each, and voice chat only when there was a mod to sit in and make the children behave.
Wow, that's not a
That's
bad
it.
idea.
It was 18 plus. Both channels were. You weren't allowed in if you were underage, and then there was like an announcement channel that only I posted in, and that worked for a year.
You know, the chat history thing might be a good idea.
Absolutely, get that shit set up immediately if you haven't.
Yeah. Well, I don't fucking like. I have someone who administers my Discord because I can't. It is of all the things that I do, it is the #1 source of like complaints,
Drama,
and bitching.
problems. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna one day, I'm just gonna hit the button, and I'm going to take my Ukrainian nukes that I stole during the conflict, and I'm going to drop them on the one server that hosts my Discord, wherever it is. I'll have to take out all of Discord's offices, I'm sure, but I'll get the one where my server is actually stored, and I will ascend like Christ into the heavens afterwards, just up into the clouds.
One important detail to mention that I forgot. The reason there were 2 channels instead of 1 is that one had a very brief slow mode. It was like 5 seconds or 3 seconds or something really small, but some people really hate slow mode, even if it's like 2 seconds. So the other one had no slow mode at all, and they would vary in activity because some would prefer one to the other. But that was the only difference between the 2. Other than that, they had like the same message history. By the way, since this will be your last stream on YouTube, because the Queen Cabals will be stomping on you, Anime Boy, if you need help setting up your forum, your video site afterwards, let me know.
I will reach out immediately.